Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of No Late Fees. Josh is filling in for Lenny, who is on vacation. So, Josh, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. And
Yep.
we picked a banger of a movie for you to to join me on.
This movie is terrible.
It is fucking bad, dude. It is really, really, really bad. You remember, like, when we used to get excited for Marvel movies? They used to seem like events. Everyone went out and saw them. Everyone was trying to go see it before, like, it was spoiled, and it was just even like average moviegoers just was constantly like talking about it, and you were excited to see what happened next, and it was like a fucking event.
Yeah, no, I remember when the movies came out, like Avengers and everything, they would be sold out. You'd have to buy them like a week in advance.
Josh, how many people were in the theater?
Like eight,
I
six
think
to eight people.
Yeah, 6 to 8 people. There was no one there, and we checked local theaters in different times near us. There was some that were 0. There was some that was 2. I think there was one that had like 12, which was the most.
That was sold out theater.
Yeah,
sold out theater, 12 people.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie's flopping really, really hard. And like, I'm not trying to fucking just attack this movie for no reason, dude. Like, I want Marvel to succeed. I like the Marvel characters. I've been reading comics my entire life, and X-Men, Spider-Man. Like, I love the Marvel universe. I don't like what they've been doing recently, but I want Marvel to actually succeed, and they've just been doing so bad recently. Disney as a whole is just bombing. Strap on your toilet bowls, because this movie is fucking terrible. Dude, it's pure cringe. It's lazy.
Yeah.
It's uncreative. It's paced like shit. The acting is just atrocious. Dude, this movie, I think before, in the first couple of viewings it had, like the preview viewings, like a month and a half ago, it was a 2.5 hour movie. This movie is 88 minutes before credits.
All the good scenes were the ones that cut out.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what they cut out. You couldn't pay me to sit through almost 3 hours of this fucking movie.
Oh no, it was like a glorified like episode of Miss Marvel. They should have just made it like an episode of Miss Marvel, like 45 minutes.
This should have been like a 4-episode arc on Disney Plus.
That at least it would have been better.
At least would have failed on there and not failed in the box office, because this movie is not going to make its money back.
I feel dirty going to see it.
Dude, I felt disgusting coming out of this movie. Like, I wanted to walk up, even though I know it's not the AMC employee's fault. I wanted to walk up to the manager and be like, dude, give me my fucking money back, and act like a fucking Karen and try to get my money back.
Honestly,
I felt like Marvel and Disney robbed me. That's what I feel like. But they've been kind of robbing me for like 2 years.
Yeah, they're like you said, they're losing money. It's a flop after flop.
Oh, don't worry. We have Echo. We have Agatha coming soon. We have Ironheart coming soon. So don't worry. One of those 3 fucking trash shows will save the Marvel universe. All right, so let's jump into this piece of shit. So right off the bat, it rubs me the wrong way, because the Marvel Studios logo pops up. Usually that gets you like pumped for a fucking MCU movie, and it's just the MCU intro.
Yeah, they're all there. Dude, nobody cares about Captain Marvel. No one cares about Kamala Khan or Ironheart or Agatha. No one cares.
No one.
They're running out of ideas because phase 1 and 2 did great, and now they're on, what is this, like phase 4 or 5?
This movie's just forgettable, dude. Like, before we started recording, I literally had to ask you, like, yo, what happened in the opening scene? Because like, if you ask me about, movies from phase 1 and 2, which were fucking years ago, I remember them. I remember what happened to the characters. I remember like the cool action scenes or the cool like emotional scenes and drama scenes. Dude, this movie, I'm gonna forget about it fucking before I go to sleep tonight.
Dude, I already forgot about half of it, honestly.
All right, so before we forget about it, so it opens up with Kamala Khan, and it's basically like a previously seen on, and it kind of gives us like a 2-minute exposition dump of like what happened on our show, just in case you didn't watch it, which most people didn't. It's not made for me and you. It's made for like kids and girls. Then moving on, we see Monica Rambeau's like previously seen on, and it kind of catches you up to like what happened with her in WandaVision and like how she got her powers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then we meet up with Captain Marvel, who's on her ship with the cat Goose. And if you like cats, you're gonna love this fucking movie because there's cats all throughout the fucking movie
Cats
and
everywhere.
cats fucking everywhere. And so this movie has like the plot device for this movie is all three of our main characters, Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, and Miss Marvel. Their powers get like entangled. So like if
Mhm.
Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel use their powers at the exact same moment, they switch places. So it's almost like a Freaky Friday type gimmick where they'll switch places with each other and against their will, and then
Yeah.
it just kind of it's a convenient plot device where they can like switch places when they need the plot to do that. Otherwise,
Apparently,
otherwise it's convoluted and a fucking mess.
yeah. Apparently, it's only if it's like for the scene, because otherwise they'll use their powers and nothing happens. So I guess it's just
Yeah.
like whenever it's convenient.
So we get what's the first time we see it? There's a fight scene, and Captain Marvel's getting like transported to Kamala Khan's parents' house, and
Yes.
Monica's getting transported to the ship where Nick Fury is, and they keep on
Yeah.
switching back and forth with like a pop song over it, of course, because it's fucking Marvel, so there has to be a pop song in the fight scene. Dude, why is Nick Fury a fucking pussy now? He used to be
Nick-
like he used to be like a formidable stone cold killer, like always ahead of everyone. Like, dude, he's the comedy act in this.
Yeah, he used to not give a fuck. Like, I'm telling you what to do and do it. Now
Yeah.
he's just like sitting there petting cats and everything.
Who's a good kitty, Gus?
Yes, it's coming. Look at you. Oh,
He's literally petting a cat throughout the whole fucking movie. And even in this scene, dude, like Nick Fury in Phase 1 wouldn't have had a firearm in the spaceship. And he's missing every shot, of course. And there's windows everywhere. You're in a spaceship firing a fucking firearm and you're surrounded by windows. Like, wouldn't you be smarter than that? It's Nick Fury.
It doesn't matter, apparently.
Apparently not. Apparently in this fucking movie and in Secret Invasion, Nick Fury is a fucking idiot. The comedy in the whole movie is flat. Not even just him. Like
Their one-liners don't hit as they expect it to. It's
no
cringe, like you said. They're not funny.
The comedy is just flat, dude. Like, so Kamala Khan's parents and Nick Fury, you could take them out of the movie and the movie would have skipped a beat, but they're literally there for comic relief. And it's just
It doesn't hit at all.
Flat joke after flat joke after flat joke that doesn't land. Like, I mean, in our crowded theater of 7 people, there was not one like big emotional fucking laughter, like belly laughing or anything like that throughout the whole movie. We meet, the person who's supposed to be the person who's supposed to be continuing Thanos's quest and finishing his work, as the trailer fucking told us.
There will always be more to finish it.
Which, dude, don't even disrespect Thanos like that. He's such a complex, intimidating, badass villain. And we have this generic fucking villain, Dar-Ben, which I will show a picture right here. This is what Dar-Ben looks like in the comics. And this is what Dar-Ben looks like in this movie.
It's the same thing, as you tell.
Yeah. They only changed it a little bit. She's fucking boring.
Oh,
The
boring.
whole movie, all she does is speak like this. And for some reason, she's showing her teeth a lot because they have this like grill or something. Like this, she has like a grill in her mouth. And like every time she does like a scary, intimidating face, she goes like that. And you just see her stupid grill.
Her like you said, as a villain is boring, but like she has Ronin's staff, like the hammer.
Yeah, this is Kmart. This is Kmart Ronin the Accuser.
It's just like Disney. All right, we like Ronin. The fans like Ronin. Let's change it, but let's make it a female this time.
She has Ronin's hammer, which was destroyed in Guardians.
Yes.
And it was powered by one of the Infinity Stones, the Power Stone. That's why it's fucking lighting up purple.
Purple, yep.
How does she have the hammer? How does she have the power of the Power Stone?
The gauntlet, I guess you could say, gave the hammer powers. You know what I mean?
Get the fuck out of here. She had that hammer before she got the fucking bangle.
I'm just trying to give you what they're probably saying.
Just ignore it and move along.
Pretty much.
she has one of the bangles.
Yeah.
She found one of the bangles, and Kamala Khan has the other one, which she received in the mail in her show, by the way. Just if you didn't know, that's how she received her bangle. It was in the mail. But anyway, so
Was it
Darben,
really?
yes, her fucking grandma sent her the
I was
bangle
gonna
in the
say, I
mail.
thought it was her grandmother's passed down to her, and all of a sudden it's got magical powers, and now
Yeah, passed down in the United States Postal Service. So Darben is on a quest to get the other bangle. We find out that her planet was basically destroyed by Captain Marvel off screen.
Yeah.
It seems like
Yeah.
this was like the missing Captain Marvel 2 that never happened, which seemed like a more interesting movie than this. So like there's like this there's this AI that's called like the Supreme Intelligence that kind of runs their whole planet, and like there's a civil war going on, and Captain Marvel thinks she's helping out the people by destroying this machine, the AI.
Yeah.
And it causes a civil war, and somehow civil war dries up the natural resources, the air, the water, and kills the sun somehow.
Yeah, the AI, I mean, the AI controls the entire thing fine, but how does a civil war break out for 30 years?
Oh yeah, 30 years.
then-
And the planet has no water and no sun, and somehow the Kree on that planet still fucking survive.
They're good for 30 years. Makes sense.
Yeah, they could breathe. They have these masks on that look like fucking pandemic masks that we wore during
They
COVID.
got the N90s from the dollar store. They just took them.
But that's what they're using to breathe on this planet, and somehow they survive. But so her whole plan is to steal the air, to steal the water, and to steal the sun off planets that Captain Marvel is associated with, that has people she cares about on them. So basically, her plot is Spaceballs.
Now, commence Operation Vacuum Suck.
Remember?
Oh my god, that's a good movie.
Yeah, but her whole fucking plan is the plot of Spaceballs. They have the gigantic vacuum where they're just sucking up the fucking air. Suck, suck, suck.
Suck, suck, suck.
But that movie was a joke. This movie is a bigger fucking joke because of
Spaceballs
shit
is
like that.
amazing.
No, Spaceballs is amazing, but that movie is literally played off like a parody satire. This
I
movie
know,
is supposed
I
to
know.
be dead serious, and you have the fucking plot of Spaceballs as the fucking big bad fucking plan. The fuck out of here with this bullshit. She sucks all the air out of the planet that all the Skrulls are being held as refugees on, because there's nowhere for them to fucking go, even though there's so many habitable planets in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But for some reason, Nick Fury couldn't find them a place to fucking live for like 20 years in Secret Invasion. But so she successfully sucks all the air off that planet. Right around this point too, it's like the first time that Monica and Carol have been like together in a room alone, since they've last seen each other when she was a kid, when Monica was a kid. And dude, you figure there'd be like more emotion in this scene. Dude, they're both just reading off their lines like this. Like there's no emotion in the drama of the scene. They're just reading off like this. Like, dude, it's just fucking boring.
I can understand a little bit, like they haven't seen each other in so long and Monica's pissed off, but like it's like all monotone.
Yeah, but she doesn't even like show that well. Like, show you're fucking mad. Show you're upset. Show you feel betrayed. It's just both of them reading off their lines like this, and there's no emotion in the words coming from their voice.
Like, oh, I wanted to come home, but you never came back.
Oh, but why didn't you come back? Because I was busy. The galaxy needed my help. Shut the fuck up. Like I
needed
know.
you.
Yeah, I mean, she's busy, being Captain Marvel, like saving other people and helping other planets, but apparently she was back, because when Monica's mom was dying of cancer, she did come to Earth.
Yes.
But anyway, if you ask too many questions, you'll just get lost, because this whole thing is convoluted and makes no sense. So this was, I think, my favorite part of the movie, as like a holy shit, I can't believe this is actually on the screen part. Dude, they go to the planet, because she figures out that, that Darben is trying to get all the natural resources, so she figures water is probably next. And I
Yeah.
don't remember the name of the planet, but they go to this planet where it's covered, like she says, like 99% of the planet is covered by water.
Yeah.
And Josh, how do the people communicate there?
They sing. Only way they can communicate is by singing.
Give me a chance here before it gets
So lead the wolf inside the walls and trust.
Their
Are you
language is
kidding me?
Their language is song.
Which I can get, I guess, because it's a Disney movie and it's meant for women and kids. There has to be a dance routine somewhere in the movie.
So we find out that that Captain Marvel actually has a husband that
Yes.
she married to like help some political issue or something. Like they're not actually together and like there's no love life there. But
Yeah.
they see each other and there's like this ceremony and it feels like a fucking Disney movie. They sing, they dance. It's like a 5-minute fucking scene of them singing and dancing. Just a choreographed scene of the husband and Captain Marvel communicating through song.
Yep.
And then it ends. We find out after the whole entire fucking dance scene, they're like, oh, he's bilingual.
Yeah. Out of nowhere.
Sang? You just sang for 5 fucking minutes, but you could have been like, no, yo, we don't have to sing. We can just talk like this because I'm bilingual.
Apparently, he's the only one that could understand.
Yes.
Because Monica and Kamala tried to talk, and Captain Marvel's like, no, they don't understand you unless you sing.
Yeah, he's the only one. The fuck out of here, dude. It was so laughable. How about this movie is fucking dog shit? Something like that. That's what the scene
is dog shit.
Fucking Jesus Christ, man. And her normal clothes, it like magically turns into like a Disney princess version of like a Captain Marvel suit.
Yep. I felt like I was watching a Disney princess movie. Like an old school 1990 or like early 2000s Cinderella or something movie.
Yeah, and then so as they're conveniently finishing the song and dance, the Kree invade.
Yes.
Dude, with like 25 fucking soldiers.
Yeah, I know.
Like, so you're trying to pull off this fucking invasion and you send like 25 soldiers.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need, apparently. I mean, do you think that the people that sing can actually fight? The whole planet is a singing planet and they can fight?
Dude, when they were
That would've been
fighting,
funny.
if they were singing, that would have been fucking... But no, they're just like, ah! They're just screaming like normal battle cries. I wish it was fucking like, ah! When they were fucking fighting. The Aladdin soldiers fight the Kree soldiers, and she successfully opens up this space butthole thing that sucks all the water out.
Yes, the space butthole.
And they dip out. So then they figure out that she's doing all this to the planets that Captain Marvel cares about. So she figures they're going to go to Earth and steal the sun, which is a ridiculous sentence to say out loud, but that is her plan. She's going to suck the sun through the fucking wormhole or the jump point or whatever the fuck they call it in the movie.
Yeah.
And somehow the sun will go to her planet and make it habitable again. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. So in the middle of this is when we see Nick Fury has Goose and he's, playing with the fucking cat. And there's these little eggs that look like brains. So apparently Goose is having a bunch of kittens. And now there's kittens running around.
Like you see it throughout the movie. I think like earlier on, like maybe 20 minutes before that or 10 minutes before that, they found the brain egg. And then Nick Fury opens up the pod and there's like 12 of them.
It's very convenient because they don't have enough escape pods for all the people on the ship. So they literally have the theme song from the musical Cats playing in the background as the Flurkin cats go around the whole ship in slow motion, eating all the people because it doesn't hurt them. You can like the cats could like spit them back out, so they can fit more cats in an escape pod versus the amount of civilians they have on the spaceship.
Yeah,
and dude, oh my god, there's literally a recording on the intercom going, "Don't run away. Let the Flurkins eat you."
Stop running and let the Flurkins eat you. You will be fine.
And they're just running in pure horror while these fucking cats are just swallowing all the people.
Fucking tentacles coming out. Yep.
Yep. and then it crash lands in New York from fucking space.
Always New York.
Yeah, dude, it crash lands in fucking New York from space, and they're fine. Like Nick Fury walks out, it's like, ugh.
He's like, oh, just another day at the office.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Like, so you're telling me you could crash land from fucking space and no one gets hurt? No, the ship doesn't blow up. Fuck out of here, man.
No damage to the ship either. I don't think it just landed and made a crater. That's it.
Yeah, it like kind of like it's right by the Statue of Liberty, and there's just like a hole in the ground like 3 feet deep. No big deal. No one's hurt. No one dies. All the cats are fine. So then there's the final battle, which is just a boring generic fight between all 3 of our protagonists and fucking Darben. And so her whole plan the entire movie was to get the other bracelet, the other gauntlet, whatever the fuck it is.
The other gauntlet that Kamala had so she could, the power, I guess, would be full.
Yeah, dude, she gets it and fucking destroys herself. She does like a Wonder Woman when she like does it. She goes to like bang them together and just fucking destroys herself. Darben's dead.
But Kamala gets them and she's fine though. She can use them like she's had them the whole time.
Yeah. And then I think, which was one of the cringiest lines of dialogue. So when she does that, it like rips a hole in the space-time continuum. Mm-hmm. And there's like, somehow they know like another reality is getting sucked into ours. And Monica literally goes, she ripped a hole in space-time. Yeah?
Yeah, no shit.
She ripped a hole in space-time and like delivers it with no emotion. She ripped a hole in space-time.
Tore a hole in space.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. You and your boring ass. She ends up going, Monica ends up flying up there and fucking sealing the hole in space-time. Seals it up so the dimensions don't like cross over or whatever, and she gets stuck there. And we don't see her anymore. She's gone. They think she's dead. And we'll get to the conclusion of that after this. But so the good guys win. Darben fucking killed herself. And she figures out that she could have just jump-started the sun 30 fucking years ago.
Yeah, apparently. But now all of a sudden, 30 years before, in that 30 years, she never thought, maybe I'm nuclear. Maybe I'm pretty much the sun.
You are faster than the speed of light, and you're basically a nuclear fucking conductor. Like, you are that strong. You didn't think for the last 30 years that maybe you could like jumpstart the sun. That's literally what she does. She flies back to the planet, jumpstarts the sun, and the sun's fixed, and now everything's better.
I mean, scientifically, wouldn't you think if a nuclear reactor pretty much flew into a sun or a star, that would have a negative reaction to that? But she flew in and flew out, and everything was fine.
Yeah. Very convenient plot fix. Yep. So then the movie is basically wrapping up, and another cringy ass scene. We see Kate Bishop from fucking Hawkeye.
Yep.
She's like walking into her house with her bow, and Kamala Khan is like sitting there in the background in the dark like that. Dude, they're planning the Young Avengers. The fucking
and she did it terribly too. I'm putting together a team. I want you to join.
What?
Please.
No, and she says, she goes, what? You thought you were the only kid superhero? This is going to be the MCU version of the Spy Kids Young Avengers.
Oh my God. It is the Spy Kids.
Yeah. It has Spy Kids vibes.
Oh my God.
I guarantee you it never gets made because no one gives a fuck about the Young Avengers, at least these characters.
If Disney keeps going and putting out trash like this, and they're losing what, like $1 billion a quarter? If they keep losing money, there's not going to be any more movies.
No, their plan for movies is not financially stable. It's not going to last, dude. Between Indiana Jones and the Star Wars stuff, and the Marvel flops, and the regular Pixar movies that are all flopping and have all lost hundreds of millions of dollars. You think so? Here's All right, so let's just break it down for a second. You like Captain America? We have Captain Marvel now. You like Thor? We have Valkyrie now. She was wearing a fucking tuxedo in her cameo for some fucking reason.
Wearing a
like,
suit,
look,
though.
this is Valkyrie in the comics. This is Valkyrie in this movie wearing a fucking tuxedo. You like the Hulk? We have She-Hulk. You like Hawkeye? We have Kate Bishop. You like Captain America? We have Captain Falcon. Dude, you like Ant-Man? We have his boring ass fucking daughter who's smarter than everyone else because she's like fucking 18 and is somehow smarter than fucking Tony Stark. Get the fuck out of here. I can't wait. I cannot wait for this Spy Kids superhero team. Can't wait.
It's a shame because they're just like, I don't know the right word, but like they're just they're gender swapping everybody, which happened fine in the comics. I get it, but it's boring and it's not hitting as they expected to.
No, I have no problem with female characters. No problem with that, man. But the way Disney writes female characters is fucking boring, man. It's boring. You can feel like their identity politics and bullshit just shoved into the plot points.
Yes, it makes it the main point of it. And you when you make the gender swap and you make the character very boring and no one cares about them, no one's gonna go see the movies.
No. And that is being spoken loud and clear with what's going on with this movie. I think it's $47 million is what it made in its 4-day opening fucking weekend.
Dude, this is the 33rd Marvel movie. Don't you think we got it by now? But like the last 3 or 4 are trash. This one might be the worst one.
No, it's between like this and the Eternals. And then we get the final post-credit scene where we find out where Monica Rambeau went. Like on the other side, when she closed that portal, whatever, she's in a different reality. And she's like waking up on a gurney and her mom's there, but it's not her mom. It's like another version of her mom. And we see Beast from the Fox X-Men movies, Kelsey Grammer as Beast. And he looks like fucking shit.
He looks terrible. The CGI on this one is not good.
Dude, his makeup looks so good. And what were those movies, like 15 years ago? 10, 15 years ago? Monica Rambeau is in the X-Men universe.
Yep.
So that's going to, the first time, even though we know that the Wolverine Deadpool movie, the Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds stuff is happening. But this is the first like official stuff of the X-Men that we're seeing. And it's Marvel showing the only characters that you're actually interested in now are characters from the Fox universe.
Yeah, because
you care about Deadpool, you care about Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, you care about Beast from the X-Men, or like anyone from that team. Don't worry, we have Binary there, which no one gives a fuck about. And now we have Monica Rambeau. Now we have Monica Rambeau in there, who was never part of the X-Men in the comics.
She's not an X-Men. What the fuck are you doing?
But so then the movie ends, credits over. Get me the fuck out of the theater, and the dog shit movie is fucking over.
You forgot about the one scene. Kamala was looking out the window. Captain, oh Captain.
Oh yeah.
Oh Captain, my Captain.
Oh Captain, my Captain.
Yeah, what the fuck?
She did something. Captain Marvel did something heroic, and the whole time, like Miss Marvel is like, kissing her ass because she's just happy to be there, type thing. And like Captain Marvel is the hero she looks up to. It's all over her walls at her house and stuff. And she does something heroic, and she goes, "Oh Captain, my Captain." Shut the fuck up. Speaking of cringe scenes, how the fuck did we forget to talk about this? You know exactly what I'm talking about. It made it into the trailer somehow. Like, how many people, like how many producers and editors it probably has to go through for a trailer to like get approved?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? So Miss Marvel's like falling down, and Monica and Nick Fury are on the ground, and she hasn't flown at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, Nick Fury tells her how to do it, and she goes, "I've never done it before. Girl, you better do it." How? Black girl magic?
Monica, you gotta fly.
No.
Black girl magic. Black girl magic.
He says fucking black girl magic?
Yep, that's how you do it.
Oh my god, Black Girl Magic. Dude, how did anyone see that in the editing room and like that's fucking funny.
That's it right there.
That's it right there. That's going to make people absolutely want to see this movie when that line is the stinger at the end of the trailer.
I know. It's unreal.
Oh man. Dude, this movie was dog shit. It was not worth your money. Don't go see it. It's fucking boring. It's not creative in the slightest. It's paced like shit. There's just there's not one redeeming quality from this movie. There really wasn't. The comedy's flat.
If you're a parent, you could probably go see it with your kid. The kid will probably like it, but you probably won't as a parent.
No, probably not. This movie, it will be forgotten. Like I said, by the time I wake up tomorrow, I will have not remembered anything about this movie. And yeah, I really think the MCU is dead, dude.
It's a shame.
It sucks. And because I'm telling you, Echo's not going to save it. Agatha's not going to save it. Ironheart's not going to save it. Fucking female Black Panther's not going to save it.
Dude, no, because these characters are ones that nobody cares about, and they build them up to be the next Captain America, the next Hawkeye, the next Hulk, and everything, and it's just flat.
Yeah,
you come up short.
So I am not looking forward to the next couple projects from Disney Marvel. I mean, we have Wolverine in Deadpool 3 to look forward to. Hopefully, it better get a rated R rating, and hopefully
I think it did. I think I read something it did get rated R, but knowing Disney, they're gonna put something in it that just completely turns you off from the movie.
No, Disney will ruin it in some way, dude. The MCU is fucking dead. There's no more guaranteed $1 billion movies with like $250-300 million budgets making their money back at the drop of a dime. Like Captain Marvel made over $1 billion.
Jesus.
$1 billion fucking dollars. But do you know why it did? It was sandwiched in between Infinity War and Endgame. And the cliffhanger of Infinity War was the pager, was Captain Marvel's pager.
Yes.
That Fury had. So you're thinking something important is going to happen in this movie, and nothing happened that was connected to the Avengers. That movie happened in like the fucking 90s.
Yeah, it's a prequel, whatever.
Yeah, so they thought this movie was going to be a surefire hit, and it is not going to even make its money back. All right, so let's wrap this up. I am done talking about this dog shit movie. Josh, thank you so much for coming on the show, dude. It was a pleasure having you on, and hopefully the next time you're on No Late Fees, we'll have a better movie to talk about.
Please, because this movie is dog shit.
All right, guys. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until the next one, guys, later.